We got 53 people on, or no, we have one person watching. Who is online? Welcome, welcome. Let's see what the notifications say. Gay accent? What? Let's go to the account. Thursday. Playlists. These are old ones. Protinkertoys.com. Friday, there we go. All right. No, that's last Friday. I have no idea. Shorts. We got one person. I live in America. I got one person watching. So I just wanted to apologize to the audience. There was a miscommunication. I thought I could just go live for an auction, so I didn't see what you have to schedule them all for people to find them, and so I didn't let Danny know he hadn't scheduled it. I thought I could just go live, and people would just go to the channel and find it, but it wasn't scheduled, so it doesn't show up in anything for them. So we were supposed to do an auction last night, but because it wasn't scheduled on our channel, no one could find it. I did go live, but nobody could find it. Like I had it for 15 minutes up, maybe like, oh well, hopefully somebody can find it. But just wanted to apologize to everyone that was anticipating it. Kind of sucks because I spent all the entire live stream talking about it. And we couldn't do anything because Anthony. I wanted to thank Anthony Bateman. He let me know that he couldn't find it, and so then it was brought to my attention. So then I brought it to Danny's attention, but Danny was, it was 6 o'clock and he was about to do a family thing with his family, so he couldn't schedule it like an hour later. So we just ended up having to cancel it. So I do want to apologize to everybody that was. Nobody's on. I got one person watching. Let's see. I'm pretty sure I'm in the live one. There was only this one scheduled. So I can't find. That's 6 days ago. I got one person. I can't find it. Protinkertoys. That's from yesterday. I still have one person. I'm wearing a blue shirt. View channel. I have no idea. Let me look into this. I don't know who's even watching. You there? Hey, I can't find it on the YouTube channel, the live stream. No, I found it. I'm live, but I only got, you know how you told me to, if there's discrepancy, there's only one person watching. Right? I don't know if I did something wrong. Yeah, I just looked on the YouTube channel. Oh yeah, dude. That's, you probably don't hear the end of that. It's probably every day. And it's really his mess. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. Let me see. All right. Let me see if I can find it. Bring that to the warehouse. Okay, I'm still at the shed. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right, I got 8 people on now. All right, Mike. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Let's see. I'm trying to figure this out still. Let me know who is here. One watching. Oh, this one's live. Howdy, I got 10 people. What happened to last night's auction? I'm glad you mentioned that. All right. What happened to last night's auction? It was just a miscommunication. I don't have any. I'm not in charge of doing or setting up the live stream. Right. I'm in charge of doing the live stream when Bryan's not here. What ended up happening was Bryan set up all the live streams, but he didn't list them because sometimes Bryan is late and he didn't want people waiting. And so once Bryan goes live, he lists them, right? And then you guys can find them because he doesn't want people waiting like 20 minutes. Well, anyways, this one, the one for last night wasn't created. It wasn't listed. But I was telling everybody because we had done one the week before and the week before that. And so when it came to 6 o'clock or close to there, Anthony Bateman messaged me. He's like, hey, I can't find it. Because I'm on the other end of what is seen, right? So, like, I'm not necessarily looking for it. I'm trying to set it up, right? And so it was just a miscommunication. Danny hadn't set it up, so he's like, "We'll just go live." So I went live, but nobody could find it, so nobody showed up. So once nobody showed up after like 10 minutes, I was like, "We just got to cancel." So none of the stuff sold. You guys didn't miss anything. Hey SMO, sorry about the miscommunication. It was my bad. I didn't let Danny know that it wasn't set up. I didn't see it, but I thought I could just go live, and like it would show that our channel is live, but it doesn't do that. It has to be listed on the back end. No, nobody missed anything. We just had to cancel it. Kind of sucked because I spent the whole live stream that day, like, building up for it. So we'll just we'll do it for next week, unfortunately. But yeah, that's what ended up happening is, you know, sometimes Ryan sets up the live stream for Bryan because that's just kind of how the way it's been done. And so Bryan went on vacation, and then Ryan went on vacation, and because if I made the thumbnail, I would not make myself look that fat or with glasses. Like, I should make the thumbnail, but that's what ended up happening. Is it just wasn't listed, so nobody could find it, which I find it kind of weird that you can go live and nobody can find it. Ahoy, TGI Friday, Mike Fiegel. So that's what happened last night is we didn't list it, which again, I'm on the other end and I don't set these up. And that's what ended up happening is the live stream, the auction just got canceled. Auction was canceled. Let me type that in. For those coming in, where we go to live. I mean, all these ads on YouTube, bro, is just out of this world. These ads just one after the other. Live stream, the auction. The live stream. Hey, Adam. Hello, Adam. So thank God it's Friday. I got 2 hours of this to do. So, morning. Thank you for the green Mustang #1. You're very welcome. You are very welcome, James Butler. So 21 people, 5 likes. When are you going to mail out the auction wins? I'll mail those out today. I got to mail yours out now. In fact, I will get that situated. Carrie Bishop. Let's see. Carrie Bishop. We got Carrie Bishop. We got SMO. So we're gonna mail those out today. Where has Adam been camping? All right, we'll do. This live. Go live. I got a friend request. go to open draft orders. I know where I got that one. What's up for the show today, Mag? I don't know. Help me. Auction was canceled last night. Bryan's toilets in his house backed up. Yes, you could say that. It's going to be a Friday show. In the Friday show, we just do some general house cleaning. Some general house cleaning. Yes, SMO. So, same cars next Thursday at 6 p.m. I'm ready to bid. Thank you. Good morning, Mac Dog. Rob Rodriguez some have off like me. There you go. Good morning, Mad Dog Mac. Good morning, Rob Rodriguez. Good morning, everybody. Stay cool, man. Another scorcher of a hot day. That's absolutely correct. No, not November 1st. Next auction. Next auction. It's going to be July 9th. July 9th at 6 p.m. 85 in Florida. Hey, Mac. Hey, chat. Great looking shirt. Yeah. You like my shirt? I wore it today on purpose. Check it out. Check it out. Scott's house of Scott. If Bryan stops over, he promises not to use the bathrooms. There you go. Yeah. Bada bing, bada boom. Bada bing, bada boom. Checking it out. Good morning. Good morning. Hey, Williams. Really, so today it's kind of a wing it sort of day. I didn't really have anything planned because I ran out of ideas. I talked about RCs. I talked about tanks this week. Um, Doing a live stream every day is tough. Not in like in a physical sense, but like in a creative sense, right? It's difficult because it's like, all right, what should I talk about today, and not sound redundant? It's like why pastors have to change churches every 4 years because they run out of material. Hey, FYI, yesterday battery education MA stands for milliamp per hour. There you go. Launch some rockets off. That's a good idea. But we only have a few, and I got to do the inventory on it today. But Bryan will be launching rockets off. What do you have going on this weekend, Mac? The 4th of July. I'm going to watch some fireworks. I've got 29 people, 8 likes. Got to head out to the garage before it gets too hot to work. Stay cool. Yeah, I bet. Gonna watch some fireworks this weekend. Gonna, eat some hot dogs, grill out. Typical 4th of July. Keep on my fingers. All right, everybody, keep your fingers. I don't know if you guys saw this, but KFC had a commercial. If you haven't seen the KFC, there's a KFC show. Scott, okay, Scott, the engine sounds sweet. 4th of July sale? No, we're not doing a 4th of July sale. C is punched C. But those two, KFC and that, Donkey Company, they did a commercial together, and they did like the hazards of fireworks and losing your fingers. If you lose like your fingers, you might not be able to eat finger licking good chicken, right? And it's a funny commercial. I was like, there's no way that they did this, but they did, and it was funny. So hold it down for the PTT. Yes. But this weekend there's going to be, every town near me does fireworks. My hometown, the town next to us, the town north of us, Toledo does some. So it's going to be a lot of fireworks shows, a lot of being outside, drinking a lot of water. Got to stay hydrated. I don't know about you guys, but I've been following. So I guess in Europe it's like 108 degrees, like in Paris and Berlin, and these Europeans, in their infinite wisdom, are debating whether or not to get AC. I can't believe this. These people think it's a luxury. Think it's like hoity-toity to hoity-toity. I think it is hoity-toity to get air conditioning, right? Like I was watching, just showed up in my feed, but like this older woman was like, there's no need to have AC in all homes in the UK. That's just absurd, right? And I'm like, and here's the thing that I saw, the statistic that I saw. More people die from heat-related emergencies or there are heat-related deaths in Europe than die from all the gun violence in the United States, right? So think about that. That's crazy, right? That they like just are like, no, it's a luxury. You don't need it, right? And then they like think that it'll get you sick. And I'm just thinking to myself, you ever hear a conversation where it's just so out there, and you have the answer, and you could help the conversation. Like you'd be like, well, actually, and you're like someone somewhat of an expert in that topic, and you just don't want to be a part of that conversation because the other side is at a level so beneath you that in order for them, yeah, there you go. Heat and air, no luxury. Yes, they woke. They did, James. Yeah. So the climate is changing, right? But it always changed. It always has changed. It always will change, right? We just have to adapt to it. If you think you can change, like the temperature, if you personally think you can change the temperature of the Earth, your ego is so big. Um, essentially all this climate, buying green energy and all that, that's just buying indulgences in the 21st century, right? I mean, I think we should be good stewards, but you can't, and there's certain things I don't know, the Freon or whatnot. The big deal was changing, if it's really harmful for the environment, uh, but if you're gonna make everybody poorer, and so in Germany, for example, this is where I think it's kind of crazy. They turned off all of the nuclear power plants, and the price of energy went through the roof. They shut down all nuclear power plants, price of energy, and then they tried solar all over the place. But solar only lasts 20 years. Solar and wind, if you need energy right now, 24,000 in EU from heat to, yeah, almost 10,000 more. We are spoiled now because I feel it was just as hot in the 60s and 70s with no AC. I don't think we're spoiled now. I just think less people are dying. Well, Mac, that's the way it was back in the Bay Area when I was a kid. So he went to toss and his fingers went too. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, when growing up, I didn't have AC for the first, because my dad built the house. It's sun cycles. Yes, right. So yeah, James, the Earth doesn't it doesn't orbit in a perfect circle, right? It orbits it has a different one. And every 100,000 years we have an ice age, right? And so here in Ohio, there used to be a glacier a mile high, right? And that's how the rivers formed, right? Imagine that. I thought about. I went into a deep dive on that the other or a couple months ago. There was literally a glacier a mile high, right where I'm standing, right? Um, and it was because the snow never fully melted, and over 100 years, it just kept building up, building up, building up, right? And we see evidence of this in the rock formation and whatnot. But so if there was a glacier here all those years ago, and that's pretty, they say it was a mile high, right? A mile high glacier. Do you think that not you personally, but do you think by you driving a electric car is going to change that? Like the Earth is in charge, right? The Earth is pretty resilient. Yes, there are things we should be good stewards, but making everyone poorer so you can feel good about yourself. I don't think I couldn't live in Valencia, California without AC. Yeah. I mean, and that's what these people that I keep seeing it. I keep seeing it on social media. And these aren't fake accounts. These are legit people being like, hey, if you're in the UK and you have AC, you're part of the problem. It really is like a class thing. It's not so much they see it as very anti-European to have air conditioning. What, you can't tough that out? And so essentially what I'm kind of realizing is they're just as stubborn as us. Like they're no smarter than us. Like I always thought Europe was high society, but bro, if you think AC is a luxury, um, you're that's like mud hut, living. I don't have AC. My wife would, if I didn't, if I don't have AC, my wife would leave. If you didn't have AC, your wife would leave, I think is what you meant. Yeah. So, it gets hot. It gets hot here. Plus the humidity and all that. So I don't understand it. It literally, my mind can't wrap around the fact that people think it's funny because like I follow this German content creator. He's actually an American that lives in Germany, and he was talking about how there's no AC in Germany. This is like maybe 3 years ago, and I just commented, and I never comment. I never usually comment on anything, just because like in the past I've had some bad experiences where I said something and people took it the wrong way from like wherever the hell they were, and then just started bashing me, and then some people were supporting me. I like stirred the pot, and I didn't want to stir the pot. Europe, you can't fix stupid. Yeah, wait, that gives me an idea. Get rid of the AC, get rid of the lights. So anyways, I just commented like, you got to be kidding me. Like in the nursing homes, they don't have air conditioning. What do they just let the old people die? In the hospitals, they don't have it, so patients who are getting open heart surgery die. Like this makes no sense, right? And then all these people, all these Germans, some of them were like, "Yeah, bro, it's bad. It's really bad." And some of them were like, "Well, German homes are well built. They're designed to keep cool. They're well designed. We don't really need it." And some of the Germans that like saw I was like, because it was a general question. I was like, this can't be serious, right? And the reason why it got so popular is because on the next video, the creator took my comment and said, like he asked my question, right? And it just blew up. And no, they like, I guess like they have heart surgery units that the surgeon's assistant has to wear, like the doctor and everybody, they have to wear cooling vests because it's so hot in there. And I'm like, that can't be true. Like it's like, I consider Europe like our equal, and I'm like, they've got the Autobahn, they've got the Eiffel Tower, they've got what institutions just like we do. No AC. No, it causes just as much damage to the world in building them. Electric batteries. Yeah, no, that's true. Electric batteries are equally just as bad. What the head engineer for like Toyota or Honda said is, if you think every car is going to be electric, you're just trading Peter for Paul. You're going to have cars with multiple energy sources. You're going to have electric. You're going to have fossil fuels. You'll have to have it all. They're just, there's not enough. You're going to have to find a fuel source for, potentially 10 billion people, right, to drive around. So batteries are just as, dude, one thing that I don't recommend, because I tried to bring that up, what Mike Fiegel mentioned to AI. And after this debate, like, don't argue with AI. Like, I always try to debate it. I don't know why. I just, the competitor in me, the debater, when batteries go dead, you cannot recycle them. Really? I don't know that for a fact, but let's look it up. I'd actually like to know that for personal. So, can you recycle batteries when they go bad? Let's see what it says. Most all common batteries should be recycled when they go bad. You just shouldn't throw them away in your regular trash. Why? Batteries shouldn't go in the trash. The alkaline, rechargeable NIMS. I don't know. You got to go to a certain the electric car batteries. Can electric car batteries be recycled? Because that's like the whole bottom of the car. It says yes, can be recycled. It's an okay. So, it says they can, but the hold on. I don't like your sources. It just says YouTube. Give me legitimate sources. All right, it said it could, but it was just like a bunch of YouTube videos, and I'm like, no, not doing that. Fair point. Let's stick to non-YouTube, high credential sources. MIT Climate Portal. It says yes, but the industry isn't there yet. So it says in the future, right? So like in theory, they can be recycled, but not right now. So you are correct. Cool, Luke. You are correct that they can be recycled in theory, but just not right now. Because like we can recycle. What's crazy about one of the like crazy things about working at this toy store is anyone and everyone comes in. So many people are into slot cars, very intelligent people, and there is a nuclear plant not too far from here, David Bessie, and one of the nuclear physicists came into the store and bought a bunch of slot cars. Right, this is maybe 2 years ago. So this guy looked like he was like some farmer, right? All Carhartts, like nothing, didn't wear a suit or tie, like just regular farmer. They can cause a boom, but again, a lot of work because they have to be stripped down. Yes, correct. No demand for electric vehicles now. But he was telling me that uranium can actually be recycled. Can I recycle my wife? I don't want to say anything offensive, so possibly SMO or wait, what's your? I think I gave you a new name, Brave Eagle. Is it? Didn't you say your name was Brave Eagle when we were talking about like Boy Scouts or something yesterday? And your Indian name is Brave Eagle. SMO is Brave Eagle. Brave Eagle, afraid of violent woman. Yeah, sometimes I don't know, man. Sometimes you might be able to. Brave Eagle, yes, there we go. But anyways, you can recycle uranium. So, but it is expensive. Like Germany, I think Japan does it, or they used to. Germany used to do it. It is expensive, but you can get a lot more out of it. Yes, but don't give me to me. Yeah, don't give her to me. But anyways, like this whole AC debate is just it is like I'm afraid to engage in this conversation because I feel strongly about it, and like you could live without AC, you could, right? But your life would be a lot more miserable, right? I don't think I don't like use the word we're spoiled because like yeah, I mean everyone's lived without AC, but like it would be a lot worse. Like people would dread the summer. A lot of people would die, and like, cause I mean, think about it, bro. Like, if you go to a gas station, right? Like, you get that. Like, you go to a gas, you don't even think anything about it. If it's really hot where you're at, you go into a gas station. They got a beer cooler. You just walk in there for a minute, and your body can kind of start to cool down, and you're safe. And then you go back outside. It's really hot, right? But like you get a reprieve from the heat here in America. Like imagine if it was 24/7, right? These Europeans like just throw her out. She is not recyclable. You might be able to trade her in for a new one there, Baldy or Brave Eagle. Brave Eagle. Brave Eagle. It just isn't. 24/7. You're in the heat. No escape. Like here, Brad's got that air conditioner going, right? We got window units. We have been together for 32 years. Still in love. There you go. 32 years. Congratulations. When's your anniversary? The Mac discount is on your anniversary. You get that many years. However many years your anniversary is, you call me. I'll give you that off on an order. So 32 years, you get 32% off. On your anniversary. Only on your anniversary. I got 33 people watching, 11 likes. Ask people in Las Vegas if they could live. Yeah, so Rob, like people, I love reading the comments from people in Vegas, right? Because they're like, I keep mine at 87 because it's 105 outside, right? And I'm thinking like, you keep your AC at 87, like that's hot, but it's like it's 105 outside, like or 110, right? So like it's so hot that like keeping it to like what I think would be a hot temperature is cool to them. You know, it is, and that's the thing about the United States is like, if you're like I'm in the Midwest, right? Or if you're from the North or you're from somewhere else and it's a hot day like today outside and if I had Rob over and I didn't have AC, he'd be like, what are you doing? Right? Like, what's going on here? Right? He might be like, you know, in a hypothetical, like he could be, it'd be like not having your heat on in the wintertime, right? Or having it fans all over the house, but AC definitely is the bedroom, comfy sleeping paramount. Yes, no heat in Alaska, no air in Arizona. Yes, there you go, exactly. So it's like, I remember watching. I don't know if you guys know who the artist Pitbull is, but like he was in Frankfurt, Germany, and he's from Florida, right? And I just remember reading one of the comments where it was like, if you don't turn on the AC from someone who lives in like a really hot climate, they're going to be like, what are you, like almost insulted? Like you wouldn't turn the AC on for me. Like that'd be if I didn't turn the heat on, you know, in the wintertime. It just doesn't make any sense. But these people are adamant. I mean, if you have TikTok or anything like that, just look that up. And kind of you'll be amazed. The other thing that I've been amazed about, and I've talked about this briefly on a ship I was on, didn't have it. Mike, sorry to hear that. On social media, I've seen all of these Europeans come to America recently since the World Cup is here. I've seen all over social media how people have come to the United States from Europe, from all over the world, from Japan, from all over, and just fall in love with America, right? Like it's all this positive kind of press from the people, like from social media, you know, time for brunch. See ya, SMO. Brave Eagle, fly high. Brave Eagle. But I've seen all these positive videos together for 40 years, but we live in separate houses. That's how you stay together for 40 years. That's how you stay together. You need your space. It's healthy. I mean, bro, if you've been with the same, what do they say? Show me the hottest woman at the bar, and I'll show you the guy that's tired of being with her. The fighting guys are in hot weather all the time. Your body can adjust somewhat. Yeah, social media is selective traffic that they want you to see. America's the best. So Hickson, I would say partially true. I think two things can be true at the same time. What you said is correct. It is selective traffic. However, it's the traffic I select, right? Because they're looking for, in the algorithm, it always looks for what's trending, what is getting the most likes at that moment. And at that moment, like, dude, some of these ones are just, you know, From mining to production of an EV battery, the amount of CO2 produced is equal to driving a family car for 8 years. I believe so. I mean, it's pretty high. I got 34 people watching, 13 likes. Make sure you give me a thumbs up. But no, anyways, like, I think the algorithm feeds you what you interact with. So, like, it knows, like, so for the last month, it's just been feeding me. I have 5-bedroom house by the beach in Florida. Oh, there you go. Nice. It just feeds you what you like, right? Or like, it's just been feeding me World Cup information. So, but like these Europeans, like if you look up this one, there was a Twitter account called Freddie, and he just was he was losing his mind going to like the waffle. These people are losing their mind going to Waffle House. What part of Florida? I mean, bro, what is so special about Waffle House? Like, I made like okay, like I've had some good meals at a Waffle House. Bryan likes Waffle House. I went to Adams first time going to a Waffle House. I was there, right? And that was the one that time I thought the meal was horrible. Like I've had some good meals. They make some good sandwiches, depending on who's cooking and what time it is. But like, Waffle, I looked hard for the auction. Yes, we didn't have it. It was canceled. It was canceled. Most Tip Top. Scheduling, we didn't schedule. It was unlisted, so nobody could find it. So we had to cancel it. But like, they're losing their mind over Waffle House, right? Like, I don't like, it's just a Waffle House. Like it's not the best, right? And they're like giving him like 5-star reviews. They're like, oh yeah, best meal. And the thing that they're really losing their mind over is biscuits and gravy. Biscuits and gravy, man. They don't have it in other countries. So name your favorite breakfast meal. Biscuits and gravy is pretty good. But I guess I had to look it up because I was like, well, what do you mean other countries don't have? Like, I mean, it's a pretty simple dish, right? It's just biscuits and gravy, right? And every time I've seen it, it's like I know what it is, so I'm like, oh, that's good, right? But these Europeans are like, what is that? That looks like wet dirt, and I'm like, that's biscuits and gravy. That's like good stuff. And I guess gravy is something different in Britain, and they don't call. I think a biscuit is a cookie, and a scone is what we would call a biscuit, right? And they are having a heyday. But apparently, I looked it up. It's a southern dish. Right? It's from the south. Some people say it could have. It's a southern thing, yeah. If you're a Republican, it is a southern dish. Some people like usually it cultivates in a region and certain things. I'm one of the west side, 45 miles north of Tampa. There you go. It's one of those things where it's like, it was like a lumberjack's breakfast. It was a real cheap breakfast for lumberjacks that were, cutting trees down in Appalachia. And then in Georgia, they had their things going on, But, I always thought, like, it's such a basic concept that other countries would have had biscuits and it's two things, right? Minus the gravy having a bunch of flavor and all that. But no, they like, dude, if you have time, there's this Japanese guy. There's a guy. So this guy's an American, right? And he reads these tweets from this Japanese guy that have been translated. And I'll tell you what, like Japanese people, when it translates, it's like spoken poetry. I mean, I don't know if they actually talk like that in real life, but it's pretty impressive. But it's just so funny to hear this guy read it out. And so the one incident or the one tweet that the guy reads out is one from this Japanese guy first trying biscuits and gravy. He's like, I had to apologize to the meal. I had dishonored myself by uh, by doubting the greatness of this dish, and it's just kind of funny. So, see you later, SMO. Brave eagle, fly high. Brave eagle, fly. All right, guys. So we're at 10:50. I showed you these cars yesterday. These are the SCX cars. You have to go there, see what I like before you can talk about these places. Land, not what you see on TV. Yeah, that's true, Mike Fiegel. That's true. SCX. These are all the cars that we just got in. Look at that. That's pretty slick. Pretty slick. Brian's going to go over these on Monday. He's going to go over these on Monday. He's the SCX guy. If you want to know anything about SCX, if Bryan didn't say it, it's not true. So he's the expert on it. Yeah, I mean, true that on that's really true for anything. But yeah, dude. But like, what kind of bothered me, like, so I've been liking all these videos about Europeans saying good things about America. It gives me that dopamine rush. I'm like, yeah, like, stroking my own ego, I guess. But like, but after seeing so many of them, I'm like, what are they saying about us? Like, where are they getting this information that we're not who we really are? Like, who's talking mad crap about us is what I want to know, right? Because what is kind of opening up is like, are people being just fed the absolute lie about the United States and what the people are here? I mean, I think we're cool. I think you guys are cool. I don't get why all of a sudden people had a negative view about us. I don't understand that. And that's what bothered me about after seeing all these videos. Like, is there just the Holy Lands are still fighting over 2,000 years. They trained kids to hate. Yeah. You talk about that Israeli-Palestinian conflict. Yeah, I mean, it's not good. But that's a different subject. But yeah, like, I was like, what are they saying about us abroad that makes them want to hate us? Sausage and gravy on biscuits is like cream chip beef on toast up north. Yeah. Their news and yes. Yeah, dude. I mean, but bro, like how like what do you gain from bash? It sure is. It is. Let's see. What was the one before that? Yeah, it sure is different than 50 years huge ago. The bicentennial was huge. Yeah, we're at 250 tomorrow. America is 200. 250. Which is crazy. Like, I'm glad I'm alive now to see the 250 years. 1776. The only crayons I need are red, white, and blue. Yeah, bro, like, pretty cool. This experiment has gone on for 250 years. Proud of it. Proud to do my part. So it's better than being in Soviet Russia. But yeah, dude. I mean, can you imagine that? 250 years, man. That's a long time. I don't want to get my. But 1776. Yeah. Someone was. I don't know. We played Belgium next in the World Cup, and these guys were posting these videos. It's like, look at World War II, and what they said about us. Yeah, I mean, dude, This one guy about the whole AC debate. He was an American. He's like, your governments are lying to you, bro. Like, if you truly believe, like, and that was the other thing. So it's like they don't think AC. They think AC is bad for you, and they think Americans are evil. It's like, is it their government or is it just like this collective, like a collective wives' tale? You know what I'm saying? Like, do they just believe things that are, like a wives' tale? From what I can see, it looks like Wayne, Ohio is much like 50 years ago. I lived in a war zone. Oh, did you? Wayne is contemporary. I would say it's not definitely because like we have in the bank there was like a bunch of stuff left over from like back in the day. We have lied to since birth. I mean, I just think it's a collective wives' tale. Like don't touch bird eggs because the mom can smell them. She can smell your scent. Birds don't have noses. New Richie Portnoy. So, or just a personal bias. Maybe it's jealousy. It's the government. Yeah, that is the nicest area in Ohio. Which area? Live by Newport Richie. Yeah, Mike, my brother. You're talking about Wayne, Ohio, or Newport Richie? I don't know. It's just interesting to me to see that's kind of the good thing about social media. Foreign tourists represent the upper crust of their respective societies. That is a good point, Hickson. Thank you for that perspective. I think partially true. A lot of people save up for 4 years to go to the United States. Weed used to be bad for you. Now it's medicine. Now it's medicine. Yeah. So the tourists, that there is some truth to that. Those that can afford to come to America make it to America. But like a lot of, because they always ask these people like, how much did you spend for your World Cup tickets? A lot of them are like, oh, I saved up for every paycheck. I put $100 down. So some people say that is true. I think you do get some people that were frugal. The rich get richer over there. Yeah, it's all a conspiracy theory. Yeah. Conspiracy theory. I mean, I don't like to use the term conspiracy theory because it has like Alex Jones connotations. They're putting stuff into the water to make the frogs gay. Not that they don't here. Yeah, I mean they're here. It's more of just I think I don't quite know what to put my finger on or what to call it. I don't have a word for it yet. Like the only thing I can call it is what did I say? A commutative wives' tale or a cultural wives' tale. Alex Jones rules. Yep, most have been proven right. For Alex Jones, we are flooded with information now more than ever before. Yeah. And Joe, I agree. I'm actually going to try and stop. We're inundated with too much research or too much information, and it's like I'm trying to get this one project done, and I'm looking up all these videos. I'm asking AI, and it's been like a month, and I haven't done it. And I was realizing like it doesn't have to be perfect. I just have to do it. You just have to act, and like gathering more information. Like I just was like, it's a never-ending game, right? So like, what I try to do. Like, and I feel like an addict, or it's like as soon as I wake up, I open. No need to watch 6 o'clock news anymore. Yeah, right. I open up TikTok to see just to like wake up, but it's like there's this one author that talks about how he doesn't do it for the first hour, right? And I think I'm gonna start doing that. think it's Arthur. Nope, not him. The previous ones. Arthur C. Brooks served as president. Yeah, dude. Arthur C. Brooks. Good morning, Mac and PJ. Fourth. Yes. Good morning. Where's Bryan? He's coming back Monday. Most of the places you go there, the U.S. owned them, and you can't leave the compound on the island. I think that's Cuba. You're thinking of Top Cat. Yeah, Arthur C. Clarke. He was on something I saw on social media, but he was talking about how, and he's written a few books that I've listened to, and he had some good points. And one of them was like trying not to use your phone for the first hour of your day, so like your mind. And I read in the Wall Street Journal that like you have to be bored, right? They're like your brain does something like when you're bored, your brain like actually redoes itself. Start up an auction now, Mac. No, I'm good. I don't know. I've only got 34 people and 18 likes. I don't have enough. I got 36 people, 18 likes. I could auction off a car if I get 50 people. I'll start an auction. Hello everybody. If I get 50 people on and I get 30 likes, I hit a stump and broke my lawnmower. Oh, that is the absolute worst. I never had a cell phone. Oh, that's crazy, man. Well, good for you. I can't tell you how many stumps I've hit with a lawnmower and had to like get fit. And it's never like a $20 fix. It's like, yeah, that'll be $1,000. All right, well, let me just buy a new lawnmower. And it's like, just when you think you have all the areas mapped out where possible stumps or whatnot, like it's the ground shifts just a little bit. You got the right height on it. You're like, okay, I gotta go 6 inches up because that area. And then morning Top Cat, that sucks. Yeah, dude, that does suck. And then you run over it, and you're like, I thought I planned. I thought I did the research. I thought I had figured it out, and now it's going to cost me like $1,000. The Virgin Islands, you can't leave. You can't leave the Virgin Islands, or you don't want to leave the Virgin Islands. Funny story about the Virgin Islands is we have this post. We have a lady at the post office that subs. She usually works at Pemberville. She lived in the Virgin Islands for like 30 years. She ran a business with her husband. They just lived in the Virgin Islands. And then he got older and he got sick. She had to get a real job. They made like jewelry. And they made like shell jewelry, all this like kind of goofy hippie stuff. But it was like cheap to live there. And their jewelry business made enough money that I don't think she has any kids, that they could like sustain a simple but pleasurable lifestyle. And then he got sick and she had to like get an actual job, so she's at the post office. But God, I can't remember her name. She's there right now. But yeah, the Virgin. What do you mean you can't leave the Virgin Islands? Is this like Hotel California? What are we talking here? What are we talking here? We're talking SCX. That's what we're talking here. Look at that. You know you like it. I got 20 likes now. If I get to 30 likes, I'll auction something off. Look at that. I will auction something off. Right. We'll never have a cell phone. That's what that said. Good morning. Where's Bryan? 30 likes. I'm at 23. 33 people watching. If I get to 30 likes, I will auction something off. That's how I keep you guys honest. Because likes, Mac, we appreciate you. I need intelligence. Yeah, I have too much. It's all useless. It doesn't help me with anything. It just is like I'd be a good Jeopardy contestant. I'd be good at Jeopardy, but you know, anything else is it's not quite there. But yeah, that's kind of what we're doing right now. Is this type of filling in time. Never use a cell phone. I hit a stop. Broke my lawnmower. Yeah, so we're just it's kind of a easygoing live stream. Easygoing live stream. I'm gonna give myself a thumbs up. I just gave myself. I got 36 people watching. 24 likes. Yeah, that last like was me though. That was me liking myself. So once I need 6 more likes, and we will get to an auction. We will auction depending on how it goes. I'll do an auction. I got 25, 5 more likes, and we'll go to an auction. 5 more likes. I got 24. Somebody disliked me? What's that all about? Man, tough crowd. Did I dislike myself? Join the conversation. Did I dislike myself? I got 25 again. Yay. All is good. 26. 26 likes. 4 more likes. And we will auction something off. But I hope everyone... What? Are they shipping my 55 today? Let's see. What is your last name? Petrowski? Yes. Hold on. Yes, that's going out today. That will be going out today there, Chris. Check your email. Check your email. I got 25 likes. I need 5 more. 5 more. And I will auction something off. Auction something good. Auction something great. I will auction off. I'll auction off one of these. 5 more likes, and one of these will be auctioned off. One of these. Today, at 12 o'clock, I'm going to the movies to see Young Washington. Can Cameron and Mason go? Yes or no? Yes. Brian's going to see Young Washington. I want to see that. I got 31 people. 25 likes. 5 more. And you might be able to sign into your wife's account. Sign into your wife's account and like the video. I got 27. Dude, somebody was watching this whole time and didn't like the video. Like, you're killing me, Smalls. I need 3 more. 3 more. And this will be auctioned. We'll do 2-minute auction. And I'll even do you guys a solid. I'll do you a solid. $10 minimum starting bid. Or no minimum. What? 3 more likes. And I will auction that off. 3 more likes. 2 more likes. 2 more likes. I know they don't like me. They watched the whole time and didn't give me a like until I had to bribe them. I had to bribe your friendship? What does that mean? I had to bribe them to get them to like. One more. One more. No minimum. No minimum. Right? You can bid $1 for your first bid, but it's going to go. I'm doing that because I know it's going to be a battle. Right? 2 minute, no minimum. I lost a like. What? I think somebody is liking it and unliking it and then liking it again just to mess with me because I can see it right here and I can see how many people are watching. Right? We're going to auction this off once 2 more. Mine says, well, I don't know what your counter. I got 2 accounts. I got my personal account right here and then the store account right there. And so mine says, I'm going to refresh. And it's going to make me watch an ad. I got 29. That's the official one right there. Because that is there's the live, the duration, 37 people, 29 likes, and then $0. I don't know what that is. It says 29. It says 29 on mine. It says 29 on mine. I don't know if you can see it. 29. Right there. 29. So we're at those chrome quarter panels should be blinding in a real car. I'm not. Oh, I got 30. We're going to do it. We're going to do it. We're going to do it. You earned it. We're going to do it. 31 now. Oh, dude, there is somebody is just messing with it. Like they see there, because you can like it, unlike it, right? So somebody's like on their end just messing with me. We're gonna turn this around. We're gonna put that we're gonna keep that there actually. All right, and we are gonna unplug this. Gonna move this over, and we are going over here. Okay. Move all my stuff out of the way. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Boys and girls. Children of all ages. Protinker fans. We've got that right there. A Gulf tanker or a Gulf Bel Air. Right? Oop, I moved it. Got a Gulf Bel Air. Show. All right. Gulf Bel Air. I got to go into the correct account. 1 second. YouTube. All right, don't start bidding yet, guys. I gotta get set up. Don't start bidding. No bids. All right. If you start bidding, it'll mess everything up. All right, no bids yet. No bids yet. All right. So there's the Gulf. Okay. And we're going to go timer. 2 minutes. We're going to do a 2-minute auction. Right there. 2 minutes. live. Is that fish on? Fish on. That looks kind of Papa John. The fish, the reclusive president of fish media. Fish media. The president of fish media has blessed us with his presence. No men. 2 minutes. Starting now. Starting now. Start bidding. Start bidding. Start bidding. Start. 40, Scott P. I got $40. $40. Scott P. And $40. I got $40. Scott P. What's up? Hey, what's with Bryan? He is here. Just got back from vacation. I'm filling in. We got 45 seconds. I've got 30 seconds on my end. Right now, 30 seconds. $40 is the highest bid. $40. Scott. I got 10 seconds. 10 seconds. I got 43, 45, Scott P. Sold. Oh, we got a tie. Tie. Oh, Scott P. I got. All right, bro. Okay, you know my rules. We're going to take a look at it. We're going to take a look at it. All right. So, on my screen, I got these two, Scott P, 45, Victor Rod, 45. That's a tie. I hit sold. 46 wins it. Scott P. I got Scott P right there. It's the next highest bid. 48 is higher than 46, but this one comes in on my screen first, and it is higher than the tie. So therefore, this would be the winning bid. Does that make sense? Okay. It's just, for me, it's about the first one in. Like, I can show you guys consistency and fairness is what I'm all about. Consistency and fairness. So I got Scott P at 46. Congratulations. You got that $9 off. But since I'm a nice guy, I can send one out to you, Vic, if you would like. Just say Gulf Bel Air in the comments, and I will send one out to you for 48. You didn't get screwed. If you want one, Vic, just put in. Hopefully he's still watching. He could have just been like, screw this. Yeah. Like, Vic, I'm extending an olive branch. You want it at 40. You bid 48. You bid 40. You want it? Okay, I'll give it to you at 46. All right. Twist my arm. He does dentistry, but he really is a businessman. You didn't get screwed, right? It just I can't. So I do the next highest bid, even if the other bid's higher, because then like, how do you determine? How would you determine, right? Okay, so look at this, right? How do you determine? What are you guys doing here? Okay, how would you determine? Yeah, I am kind of. Why? What do you need them?
Take pictures of models. Take videos of the models so that they can chop.
Because it's really, I only have these two lights here. How would you determine? All right, so it's at. Where's sold? Sold is here. 11. These are all 1117. 1117 ends here, starts here, right? So a tie, no ties, and then that is the next one, right? So that's how I've just price gouging. Price gouging. I don't price. They got those for $9 off the price. So congratulations to those guys. Yeah, it's $59.99. They got it for 46. So they got it off. But it was close. We got Nate Dogg, and we've got Marcus Youngest. Marcus Youngest. They're trying to steal my life. You can take them after. Can you take them after? I've only got like another.
Yeah, but then Mac's gonna make you do something else, or not Mac. Danny's gonna make you do something else.
Yeah, we only got like 40 minutes, so you know. So.
You have 40 minutes for what?
You end at 12, right?
Yeah. You guys want to be in the live stream? Yeah. Technically, you're doing work. Oh, it is a lot brighter in here now. What is that? Yeah, you can take them. I thought that was turned on and they just weren't working. Yeah, you can take these. Go ahead, bro. It's so bright in here. Yay. Congratulations to the auction winner and Vic. Yeah, Scott P. and Victor. Video bomb. Yeah. Gulp. Price gouging. How am I price gouging? Thanks, Mac. What do they list for in U.S. dollars? They list for $59.99. So Vic and Scott P. They got it cheaper. And we've got the president of Fish Media in the chat today. From his busy schedule, he's traveling to numerous tropical islands. Making big contracts. The fish himself from Fish Media. What I've always wanted to do is I wanted to create a LinkedIn profile for Robert Fish and just make up like president CEO of Fish Media. But then.
Interrupt you, but have you heard from Kavanaugh recently?
No, we talked about that the other day.
Did we?
Yeah, I did on the live stream. I'll talk to you about it later.
Okay.
And just have this whole fake profile of for Robert Fish, like worked at this, like, but he might get. I don't want to get him in trouble. It's more like just where is it sold? Representing Canada. Yeah, well, Canada. Where's what sold? The Gulf tanker. The Gulf Bel Air, I mean. It is literally right there. It's literally right there. Right there. Yes. Mac, nice to see you. We're able to fill in the big man's shoes so effectively. Thank you. Rob, I hope that link answers your question. From what I understand, the question was, but yeah, who is first? Who is first? And recently, I just gave it to both of them because it was so close. But normally, how's fish? How are you doing? The fish, swim on, fish, swim on. We got Gator Man and the fish in the live stream in the comments. So yeah, normally in an auction, it's always the first person, but we've got a couple of those. So I was like, why not? So I got people saying they wanted me to auction another item. I can do that possibly. They stole my lights though, so it's not going to be as bright. I just need. What's this? What is second? I don't know what third is. I don't know either. I got 32 likes. If I get 35, I'll auction another item off. I will auction off another item. Scott P. and Rick Rodriguez. Anthony Bateman Sr. 46. All right. Item. Gulf Bel Air. 45. 46. We got Scott P. And then we've got Gulf Bel Air. Bel Air. Victor. 46. All right. I got 32 likes. The highest bid, pass, sold, wins. Correct. That is correct. I only made an exception this one time. The highest bid passed, sold, wins, right? There were no other bids other than those two. So I only made an exception because we've got a bunch of them. Normally that's like it's a single item. There are no more. But it's kind of this is our club car. We're trying to push this. Are you warm enough, Joe? Yeah. Right beside you, Robert, in Burlington, Ontario. We have the Canadians taking over the live stream. They've had enough of it. They're sending their forces 90 miles from the border. Yeah, that's fine. We got the fish. We got Gator Man. We got everybody's in. Old school for me and fish PTT fans. Xavier, highest bid, pass sold wins. Correct. Highest bid, pass sold wins. So I got 33 likes. If I get 2 more, I will auction off another item. Good morning, Chucky B. Good morning. We're just chilling here in the live stream. It's kind of the auction didn't happen last night because of a scheduling issue. We just didn't list it. And so when I went live, nobody showed up. 200 likes. I only got, I'm going to like it again. I just liked it again. It says 32. Morning, Chucky B. Good morning, 200 likes. We get to 30. Oh, I got 35. I got 36. We're going to auction something else off. Why did you leave? All right. We're going to auction something else off. We're going to auction. Are you guys ready? All right. We'll auction that off. Okay. We will do no 4th of July sale, free shipping. There is no 4th of July sale per se. But there is free shipping for carts over $100 or orders over $100. Okay. We will do a... How many people do I got on? 38 people, 37 likes. We'll do 1 minute, min 30 bid. 1 minute. You gotta at least bid. It's got to be higher than 30. So, are you ready? All right. Ay. Turn off notifications. Hold on 1 second. Okay. All right, ready? Start. Start bidding. Start bidding. I'll take first bid starts now. $40, Chucky B. $40, Chucky B. Chucky B. Monty Suggs. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Monty Suggs. Me, Monty Suggs. I got 20 seconds. 20 seconds. 10 seconds. 10 seconds. Next thing's going to be, I got Chucky B at 40. 3, 2, 1. Sold. Congratulations, Chucky B. Chucky B. Chucky B for 40. Wow, that did not go as planned, but oh well. Chucky B, congratulations. 1969. We got 40. Oh, Mike Fiegel. Mike Fiegel, refresh. Mike Fiegel. You're off. Why not? I'll keep going. Mike Fiegel. All right. You know what? Why not keep going? Why not keep going? Let's do one more. This AFX car. 1 minute. Mid. Bid. $20. Let's see. Let's look at the. That in. There's the backside. Look at that. Look at that. Number 31. Right there. Look at me. Look at my grill. Look how I am so perfect. I am the best car in the world. Look at that. Look at that car. Are you not impressed? All right. Oh, I got to back it up. Do I? What did I say? 2 minutes? 1 minute. 1 minute. I don't know what you guys cannot and cannot see. All right. All right. From starting. Start bidding. 1 minute. You didn't look at my bid? $20. 25. 28. 28. 50. I got 40 seconds. We got most tip top. Most tip top. Monty Suggs, 30. We got 30 seconds left. We've got 20 seconds left. I got Rusty Watkin at 40. And I'm typing in sold. 42 Monty Suggs. 5 seconds left. 5 seconds. Sold. I got Monty Suggs at 40. All right. I'll do you a solid. Okay? I'll do you a solid. All right. So, I've got Monty Suggs here and here. I'll do this one. All right? Because this is you too. So, I'll do that one right there. Another nice car on a turntable. Congratulations, Monty. Love the blue glasses. Thank you. All right. So, I'll do that. I'll do that for you. I'm not, I'll make you feel welcome so you spend more money. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. No, but, it doesn't make any sense to do it any other way, actually, because that is AFX. Let's play a game, guys. Let's play a game. Name that car. Name that car. Name that car. Name that car. AFX number 31. And that was 42. Mercury Stalker, Mercury Cyclone, Mercury Stalker, Cyclone, Monty's. Well played, well played. It's a Mercury Monty. Not a Cyclone. Yeah, it looks from the front to be a Montenegro, but not a popular car. This one, it's Monty's car. Name that car. It's Monty's. You're so silly. All right. Good. I'm going to call it Monty's Mercury. Monty's Mercury. All right. That's what we're calling it. That's what we're calling it. We're calling it. I got 5 for 4. Let me do. One more. All right. Time for one more. Time for one more. Okay. We're gonna do this one right here. We're gonna do this one. This guy means business. Look at that chrome on that. I like the yellow and chrome. It actually works out pretty well. That yellow chrome, yellow and chrome. So that's what we're gonna auction this one off. Can I zoom in anymore, please? I want to get this car out of here. We're gonna go G plus. It's not an M chassis G plus car. This is a Formula One F1 G plus car. Yellow and red. All right, we're gonna do 1 minute, $20 min. All right, 1 minute, $20 minimum, and we're gonna have that right there. Move that over. And we're going to start. I got Mike Fiegel, 30, nice condition, GT Plus. 32. I got Mike Fiegel. I got most tip top, 32. Most tip top, 35. Fiegel. Ain't no jive at 35. I've got 30 seconds left. I don't know if it's missing decals. I got Mike Fiegel at 35. Mike Fiegel at 35. Seconds 10. I've got Mike Fiegel at 35. I got 10 seconds left. I'm typing in sold. I've got 5 seconds left. I got Fiegel at 35. Sold. All right. Mike Fiegel, Gator Man. Mac runs the auction just fine without input. Gator Man, Gator Man. Mike Fiegel. I got Mike Fiegel, Gator Man, at 35 for the win. Gator Man, 35 for the win. Gator Man, 35 for the win. Congratulations, Mike Fiegel. Mike Fiegel, congratulations. All right, I can do another one. Let's do 37 people watching, 37 likes. Let's do another one. Let's do this one. $19.72 dot some 620 pickup. All right. All right, we're gonna do 1 minute, $20 minimum. 1 minute, $20 min. 1 minute. Yes, this is a. Let's take a gander at this. I don't like that glare. Let's back it up. Let's just leave it there. Leave it there. And I'll put this to the side. See what I got. There we go. All right. I have no idea what's going on that. All right. We're going to go here, and we're going to start. Start bid. $20, Monty Suggs. Up tie, 22, most tip top. 22, most tip top. 24, Chucky B. 24, Chucky B. 25, Monty Suggs. We got 30 seconds left. Now we got, I'm going to type in, I was a little late on that one. $10 seconds. Typing in sold. Oh my goodness, bro. Somebody snipe this. Somebody, don't let him get away with this. Sold. All right. Okay. All right. Okay, so this was what I see. We've got we got the bid there, then me, then the bid there, then sold. All right. Since technically that's both you, I'll just go off of that one because I don't think you should be. All right, so this is my thought process, right? Is we don't want ties. So like if you like he did a $10 bid and I want to reward that behavior because say somebody else came in, right, and was higher than 25, right, then that bid would stand. But nobody, in order for my rule is in order for your previous bid to be like taken out, there has to be someone else's higher bid, right? So, you know, we're just going to go off of that. Even though I don't want to, I just think that that's fair. 25 monthly subs. All right, that's how we're going to do it. That's how I'm going to do it. Rules are subject to change under different people. Because in order for it to, it has to be outdone by somebody else. If it's not outdone by somebody else, you can't. Right? That's just how I'm going to do it. Right? Because then it's like, man, what's what? You know, it. You know, technically that's not a bid. You know, is. Wait a minute. Hold on. Is there a 20? Okay, hold on. Did Chucky? Okay, so then I have to take it. What are you saying, Chucky B? So let's see. No. No, that's only for a tie. I don't know. What do you guys think? I think that's fair. I mean, because it's after sold, right? It's after sold. So your bid's after sold. Okay. It is. So do you guys think 27 or just call it even 30 to Monty? I bid 26 to the 35. So I have to take the 35 is what you're saying, right? So that's a good point. Okay, a good point. All right, since there was a higher bid at 26 or at 25, smell the wood burning, max auction, max rules. Let the top two bid again. No, we can't do that because that's only for. So I don't know. I mean, because sold was put in. I see 35. Let's get a consensus. Sold was put in, right? So that's like sold to me is final, right? The only time it currently applies is when there's a tie. So there wasn't a tie. However, there was a higher bid. The guy Monty bid twice, right? So it's close, but I'd pay 35 because it was the high bid. All right, so the guy, we'll just do 35. All right, we'll do 35. All right, so that is the new rule. 35. Okay, so the rule is, this. You can't outbid yourself, but if another bid comes in after sold that's lower than yours, that counts as a superior bid to your previous one. So therefore, you have to use your higher bid. Okay? I mean, because his was like, Chucky B's was right after sold, right? But it was close enough that it's an actual bid. Right? It's like within the same minute. Wins. Yeah, but then like, you know, I mean, that's a simple way to put it. My stream shows 10 seconds, 35. If you outbid yourself, you should pay the high bid. So you just want to do it like that. You don't like my thinking. You don't like, I don't know. I think the highest bid. So you're just saying we're just go the highest bid wins. All right, we're just doing that. So even if you outbid yourself $10, highest bid wins. If you outbid yourself $100, I'm just trying to think of scenarios that might, you know, because I want to encourage people to bid $10. 35. Then Monty agreed. We're already past that. I'm just thinking of the rules. I'm thinking like, what would lead to less confusion, right? And it's not. I mean, I kind of agree with Rob. And it's more simpler, right? I'm not trying to confuse anybody, but it's like technically nobody outbid him. If you bid 20, then 30, nobody will bid 31, so you protect yourself. It might not be good for a rule, AB. Bryan would love $10 increments. Yeah, so would I. I would love $10 increments, and that's a solid bid too. Like that would be my strategy. What Monty did is like at the last, like even if I'm the highest one, somebody's gonna snipe it, dude. Kavanaugh was really good at that. He was really good. He was the sniper, and so like Santi for less than my high bid. They may have had, so it may have been a situation like we had Victor and Scott P, where they may have had more and they just took the top 10 bids. But no, I think Rob is right. New rule, the rules just the highest bid, even if you outbid yourself, right? I think I was making it too complicated. Highest bid, whatever you bid is final. After sold, yeah, I was making it too complicated. Anyways, right, tip top. I recall getting stuff on eBay for less than my high bid. Well, eBay might have a highest bid rules. Yeah, that's just eBay. eBay may have like computers behind it. The Rob rule, yes, the Rob rule. Rob rule is highest bid. Highest bid wins, even if you outbid yourself. So you can outbid yourself. It's like the Highlander. The Highlander, there can only be one. There can only be one. Only every auction, there's nothing but chaos. No, that's not true. You haven't been to many auctions. You got to hammer it out, right? I've only done 4 auctions, right? So I'm trying to hammer out. I only do it a little different. Bryan does it his way because that's easiest to him. If you run auctions, it's a quiet chaos. Yeah. If you run auctions, the way I would do it, this is just me, is I just want the least amount of these where we have to debate what is a rule. I do want some input from people, those participating, right? I want it to be fair. So the Rob rule is highest bid. Mac does it the best auction, no drama. So yeah, the first rule is no ties. And if there is a tie, so we saw it today with Victor and Scott P. The next highest bid wins. If I hit sold, it was whatever it was, 45, and the rule is, and then I typed in sold. It's always the next highest bid, right? The next bid that comes in higher than that. So all those bids came in at the same minute, like it was all 11:17. Is like that, and what you bid there is what you pay, right? eBay Live. I gotta try that out. eBay Live. I didn't know about that. That's that. Rule 1: no ties. Next highest bid. Second rule is, in order for a bid to be counted, it can only be numbers. If there's a letter in it, it doesn't count, right? It's not a bid. If there's like hey Jimbo 37, that doesn't count, right? Because I'm not here to decipher text. I only want to see numbers, right? So that is another rule. And then the Rob rule is, even if you outbid yourself, at the end of the day, the highest bid is the winner. So even if you were if you bid the last 3 times, as long as you're above the sold, correct? Yes. So if you're above the sold, it's whatever your highest bid is, right? Let's not make it complicated. I was second guessing myself. Is the Datsun with a story behind it now? It's a Datsun with a story. Yeah. The Rob Rule. Rob Rule Datsun. It's the Rob Rule Datsun. The Datsun to rule all other Datsuns. I got 38 people watching, 38 likes. Thank you so much. It's been a great. Who won? You did, Monty. You won that one, the Datsun. You won that one because you outbid yourself. That's what I was trying. I didn't want to seem like I was like a penny pincher. All right, like I was like, I didn't want to just point out a reference. The video is 4 seconds behind. You're right. You're so right, Rob. Yeah. Yeah, you won two. You won two, Monty, today. Yes, correct. That's why. Well, let me ask you this. I type in like 10 seconds when I see 10 seconds. I don't think the comments are. I don't think comments are delayed. Like hey. So I'm gonna type in hey right now. You probably see it at 12:01, but it shows up maybe a little bit later. I don't know. Yeah, so it's always the highest bid before sold. Highest bid, even if you outbid yourself, no matter what, it's the highest bid. According to one, we are just bozos. What do you expect? According to the one, we are just bozos. No, you're not bozos. You are customers, and you spend money. Good auction. Yeah, you got to hammer it out because like it's whatever I kind of feel comfortable doing. This isn't, and this setup, Facebook or whatever, YouTube isn't really set up to do it. There are platforms out there that the rules are already there, and like I don't have to do anything. And like every time somebody bids, it adds 5 seconds. I like that. There's timers in it and everything, but it takes a percentage of every auction. But I still think that's like, because like we don't have to hammer this out. We don't have to do any of this. We don't have to like, I don't have to make rules. But what's good is like we can work with you. This setup is more flexible, but you run into like everybody's got to know the rules, right? If you do a whatnot auction, the rules are posted. People jump in. It's a little bit more competitive, which is good for me, which is one of the reasons why I want to get in on it. And it's free advertising. So, that's kind of why and then eBay Live, I didn't even know that was a thing. We have a hell of an eBay account here. So that might be worth checking out. Plus, like, boomers are all on eBay. I mean, boomers know eBay. There's another car in the queue that's similar vintage AFX as the Mercury. So I think he's talking about. I think Most Tip Top was talking about a similar car to the AFX, the number 31, similar to this, right? You were talking about this, wasn't it? We didn't. That's Monty's Mercury. Always the same kind of auction problems. I don't get it. It's because of the. This isn't set up for it, right? Like, if you go to Whatnot Fish, it's set up for it, right? Like, the rules are the timers there and everything. This is kind of free form. I have to. It's the same because it's those things aren't built into this YouTube app, right? They're built into Whatnot. They're built into maybe eBay Live, right? So like the rules are the rules. You can go anywhere and read them. This is just a video. You can't outbid yourself. You can outbid yourself, right? That is the rule. That is the Rob rule. Is you can definitely outbid yourself. On Facebook has lag and it should always be max screen is final. Yeah, and that's why I show you guys what I see, so like it's recorded. You can see what I see. Can you see what I see? You can. You can't bid yourself. Careful not to do it, but you can. Right, but you know you can't win on a tie. So like, I mean, his strategy, Monty's strategy, is the same strategy I would do. Even if I was ahead, I'd still outbid myself. Right, outbidding yourself almost like that guaranteed he won it. Right, because like somebody did come in later though, after sold higher than him. Right, so like it's that human nature. Like people will snipe. So like he secured his win. If you want the car bad enough, exactly. If you want it bad enough, you will outbid yourself to secure your victory. He was securing his victory. But yeah, that is, and I'll get these out here in a minute. I'll just send the invoices out. But that is the live stream for today. We talked about a lot of crazy things. I rambled, I pontificated, but I am so thankful that you guys showed up today. I'm thankful that we actually did like a mini auction, which was pretty decent. So that was pretty cool. I didn't want to do a full auction because like SMO left and some other people weren't here, and so when you type in hey, it was in the chat stream 4 seconds before you said it in the video. See, so there you go, right? And that was just to help you time it up, right? And so like knowing that there's like a 4-second delay, you like, if it's 4 seconds left on the screen is, it's 0. So like at 5 seconds, throw in your bid. That would be the best advice to you guys is like at 5 seconds, you're either getting it in. Yeah, he missed the victories. But I wanted to do a little bit of an auction because we did cancel the auction last night. I apologize for that, Keith. It means 4-second lag. So the point is bid early. Yeah, bid early, bid often. Happy 250th birthday, everybody. Yes, Rob, you're right. Happy birthday, America. Oh, say, it was real nice to see you again, Bryan. It was real, USA. It was good to see Fish on the live stream. Swim on, Fish. Swim on. Happy. Yeah, there are some Canadians in the live stream. So, happy North America, Mac. You're 55 golfs only for members only. 55 golf. Oh, you're talking about. They are. You can check the website. I don't know if they are, but you won one in an auction. So that is the benefit of being in the auction. Is what you see is what you get. No rules. No strings attached. So yeah, happy birthday to America. Happy birthday, Canada. I don't know when Canada Day is, but I think it happened already. Everyone's enjoy the holidays. 250. Thanks, Mac. Yep. Thank you guys for coming. Shout out to Vic. Did you pick up the Mustang? I don't know if you did. Fish, thank you. The president of Fish Media. We salute you. He owns the conglomerate that owns Protinkertoys. He's like what is that one guy that owns Fox? Rupert Murdoch. Robert Fish is the Rupert Murdoch in theory of Canada. But thank you guys so much for being a part of the live stream today. Thank you for participating. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to comment. Don't forget to subscribe to Protinkertoys.com. Tell your friends about it. Tell your aunts. Tell your uncles. Tell everyone and your brother if they need cap guns. Shipping to Canada. We can only ship Canadian Post now because UPS is charging a import fee. The dirty buttheads. We used to be able to get around it. Used to get around it. Now they are cracking down on that racket, and everybody have a safe weekend. Keep all of your fingers this weekend. Don't lose a finger. Don't lose a finger. You need all of them. Don't lose any of these. All right. And make sure you have fun. Stay safe. Keep all your fingers. Have fun. Thank you guys so much for being a part of today, July 3rd, live stream. Happy 250. Happy Canada Day, which I think happened already. not 100% on it. I apologize to all the Canadians. I should know this. I'm like an hour away from the border, so I should know. But I'm ignorant and ill-informed. But thank you guys so much. Have a great weekend. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay cool. All right, guys, tuning out.